Now these have been in the window, like I said, for about 10 days. And that might be new growth. Not quite sure, but they are definitely starting to root. So today I'm in the greenhouse. We have three heirloom beefsteak tomatoes that we've been trying to grow over the winter. We're just starting to get some small, almost cherry size tomatoes. So it's just an experiment, but we're happy with it. For now, we've started pulling off the suckers, and never knew that you could propagate the suckers. And we watched Patera on Appalachian Homestead, and saw that she did it last year. So we thought we'd give it a try. Well, as they came out, I let them go to about 6 inches, and then I popped them, and I just put them in some potting soil mix. And these are about a month old, and so they're still going. They're going great. They're not root bound. There's a little bit of a root right there, but they're not root bound. But that shows me that they are taking root. So now we decided to let some of these suckers grow so we can pop those, and instead of just putting them in the soil to see if that would work, to put them in jars of water to see if they would start rooting like our elderberry did, and then maybe make more. And so we're trying this, and we might actually do this instead of start seed this spring, and just go ahead and start propagating these here in January. It's January 20 something, and start potting some of these. So these have been going for about 10 days, and they're doing great. So I decided to go ahead and pull these from the window that we had them in the house, on a south facing window, and go ahead and try to plant these. Now these have been in the window, like I said, for about 10 days, and that might be new growth. Not quite sure, but they are definitely starting to root. So we're going to go ahead and plant these in the same similar cups as these. I've got potting soil mix that we had during the summer, and it's in a pile out there, but since it's been cold and all, we've actually just made a bunch of these 3-gallon pots, and we brought them into the greenhouse. So this way, I don't know. Yeah, this is our first year doing this. It'll be the same soil temp as everything else in the greenhouse. Everything else seems to be growing great. So I figured if we make up some cups out of this, it might not be such a shock. So it is 50 degrees outside. It feels like it's in the 40s, and we are 73 degrees. We're 73 degrees in the greenhouse, and it's a slightly overcast day. So I've got some cups. Just we keep almost every cup until they start breaking. Let's see. I don't even know how many we have in here. Oh, first one seems to be a nice one. We're just going to go ahead and put this guy in there. I'm putting it probably about a ½ inch from the bottom of this cup, and then just covering up the whole area that was covered in water in the rooting stalk. And that's all I plan on doing for right now. And we'll just put these back here and wait and see. After doing this and hearing all my soil fall through on my bench, I probably should try to put something up here. I throw nothing away, it seems. This is from when we reskin. This is from when we reskinned the greenhouse this winter with just some old plastic sheeting that we had. And this was actually sitting in a trash bag over there that I haven't thrown out yet. Or I could have just done it like this. Like I said, this is our first time doing this in the greenhouse. But I guess like everything else, you trial and error and you learn and see which way works for you. Might not work for the next person. Yeah, these are, I'm very, very happy with these. I don't know if that broke off from something, from one of these larger ones, or if it just wasn't in the water, really. But it hasn't, it's faded a little. Let me put it back in here for good measure. All right, so that's it. That's all we're doing. That's all I'm going to do here. And you know, hopefully these will take off just as well as these did. See, partly cloudy day. The sun's really shining through here. But hopefully, I don't know, maybe 5 more. Get 5 more of these out, and have just over a dozen. Have just over a dozen tomato plants that come as soon as the soil warms up, ready to go in the ground. And all from just 3 small plants that we had growing in here. And let me try to see if I can show you the little tomatoes and what we have. You see our blooms. Trying to see if y'all can see these small tomatoes that are starting to pop out. We're really excited with just trying to get these going. Like I said, never done this before, so we're just excited with this. On the nice sunny days, temperatures get up into the 60s. We'll open both doors. I've got some bright light cosmos, along with some dwarf fiesta blend calendulas, and what were the other ones? Pacific beauty calendulas. And I'll open both the doors and I'll set these out on both ends of the greenhouse and the doors and try to bring in some pollinators. And we do see some in here. We do have bees, and on sunny days they do get out. But we're still getting peppers. No, I'm not going to pick one. It's not quite ready yet. But we've got 4 pepper plants over there that are 2 years old. We've had them for 2 years. They've stayed in those buckets. We've never taken them out of those buckets. And we just put them out during the summertime and bring them back in here in the wintertime. And we're just going to see how long they last and how long they produce. Because they are still producing, and Mimi is still putting them in her salad. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. I've got some more to do. And then piddle around in here in my greenhouse and kind of move some things around because it's getting a little crowded now. And still got probably 2 months before we start putting things out. All right, guys, that's it for me. Y'all take care.
Did you know we have a small business? Be sure to check out our website at mimiandpoppy'splace.com. Mimi and Poppy's Place, where we understand your skin's story.